That boy who used to spend days in the garage with only his imagination and a couple hand tools has gotten lost in the grind of the real world. I think it's time we find him. 4. 4 projects. Simple, easy, and from this. Not the scrap pile, but the scrap bin. We're going small. Small. And I can't even believe I saved half of this. It's Therapy Thursday. I'm putting the fun back into the shop. No worries here. Too big, too small, too crafty, too DIY-ish. It doesn't matter. If it's wood, it's fair game. It's my day to give into those guilty pleasures, building what I want when I want. Or in some cases, I saw that, I want that, and I'm going to make that. And you can too. Number 1. As you know, if you follow the channel, I'm an avid book reader. Or at least a book hoarder. And this project has been around for years. Probably over 1,000 vendors sell them at this point. No joke. Wood ones, 3D printed, epoxy. Check out Amazon and Etsy. You'll see what I mean. But what else are you going to build from this? If you build to sell at craft fairs and such, think of this as the penny candy. Bazooka Joes, lemon heads, pixie sticks, all of which are probably like $5 now. An impulse buy that little something for the person who has everything. And this little piece is perfect. It's already got a curved top. It'll save me from having to do that later on. We trace out a little pattern and we drill a hole. I'm going 7/8 inches here. If you have a smaller thumb, go smaller. And then we sand into shape. I'm going curvy on the bottom, just like the legs from my stool in the last video. It mimics the curves of an open book. I sand over the edges, giving them a quick round over, nice and smooth, a dowel and sandpaper. 120, 150, then 220. Sand and sand well as your thumb goes into the hole so you can hold the book and drink with the other hand or snack, whatever the case may be. I'm using pine because it's what I have, but you can use any wood, oak, walnut, whatever. I was convinced I was going to dye it with a watered down acrylic, maybe burgundy, navy, forest green, but now thinking of just poly. I'm really loving this color. And the shape, it came out great. Look, it's small, it's tiny, and it works. You're not going to make millions out of this unless you have a completely different take on it. Cat, dog, laser engrave it, it would have to be special. But in a bin, on a counter, at the market, people like the small things. Number 2. So when it comes to small scraps, 2 items always come to mind. Tealights and coasters. And I love both. In fact, I joked last week that I wanted to make at least 200 different Tealights on my YouTube channel over the coming years. And this one, well, it's a little strange. Not sure if it's a Tealight or a sculpture. Either way, I'm going to use 3/4 by 3/4 inch pillars. Wood picked out, we head to the table saw and we ripped to 3/4 inches. Then cut at the miter saw. Now I need 9 for the base of it all. We'll make those 3 inches, then just cut the other pieces to various heights. Different heights cut out, we try to make something that is all staggered, a lot of nooks and crannies, some height, and free-flowing across the shelf. And I think I like that. I'm going to glue the base first, tight bond 3, the 9 3-inch pieces, some blue tape to hold them together. Once they dry, I sand them up a little and glue the rest. CA glue and some homemade activator, piece by piece. And the longer it goes, the more pieces I remove from the equation. I want it meandering, but not quite that much, and I'm liking this. That's that. Drill a hole in the center of the flat spot and drop a metal cup in. There's a link in the description for them. I love these things for my Tealights. They just make it more complete. Number 3. So I made my first one of this next project probably 2 years ago, and I love it. That's why I'm making another. It's quick, easy, and cheap. It fills all the boxes on the checklist for a project today. And it's the only one that I've made before. Don't worry, I'll probably still screw it up though, so keep the cameras rolling. I'm going to use some 1-inch stock here, real 1-inch. You can use 3/4-inch stock without issue. I just have some scraps that are rough sawn, and I love that look. So I'm going to go with it. I just need these 3 pieces, and I actually only ended up using 2 in the end. We head up the table saw and rip to 1.5 inches, then head over to the miter saw. We're looking for 9 3/4-inch long point to long point, 45-degree angles. And to it, 7 3/4 long point to long point. Get a couple cuts in before, different thicknesses. The 2 boards are different thicknesses. Common in rough cut lumber, the cutting, the drying process. Now, I noticed it during the layout, and when I walked through the door, I forgot. A scientific event known as the doorway effect. No joke, I'm not kidding. Back to the table saw, I ripped the thicker down a little so they all match. Then I remember I need that 1/2 inch deep rabbet, 1/4 inch on the inner edges. We take care of that at the table saw as well, then head back to the miter saw to finish it all off. I have these 5x7 plexiglass sheets I bought on Amazon. There is a link in the description. You can cut glass or even go without. It doesn't matter. I test fit it, and I adjust 1 miter to close it all up. Tight bond 3 and a finish nail to hold it all square. Or, I hope, as I forgot to check for square. And just now remembering as I'm doing this voiceover. And this is why I stick to building rustic. Number 4. A lot of scraps, I think, are great for glue-ups. And those adult blocks, I called them in the past videos, the old truck, even the black cat door holder that could be on a shelf, are perfect for scraps. And mountains, they're in. They've been in for some time now. I've seen channels talk about making these triangle mountains, 10K off of them, and millions to be made. I don't know about all that, but I do think they're pretty cool. And I think little things like this is a great way to express our style in our home. And we can do it for basically free. At the miter saw, we cut everything to 30 degrees. We're making mountains here, but not the old run-of-the-mill cut triangle with a painted white top. As I pick up the scraps to get ready for the glue up, my heart stops. I mean, it's dumb, but come on. Why didn't I use this board? Look at it. It's amazing. What is it, zebra pine wood? Ugh. It would have been awesome, but we'll save it for next time. CA glue, activator, hold 7 seconds and done. All right, here we are. Number 1, look, I'm probably never going to use this. It's not me. I read two-handed and I don't eat while I read as I don't want to mess up the pages, greasy fingers, etc. But I love the way it came out. It has a great pinkish tone to it. Some poly on it, and I think it looks great. Make a bookmark, a thin ribbon tied to it. Gift it as a set or even with a choice book come the holidays. Perfect. Number 2, my fun project. And this was fun. I like nothing better than just sitting down with a pile of wood and seeing what happens. I like it. It's odd. Maybe next time I'll eliminate the left side completely so it's just a solid wall there and make a bookend of some sort. Don't laugh. Tea lights don't have to be lit to give that warm ambiance feeling. Number 3, rustic box frame. You know I love this one. It's perfect for those little shelf nooks and crannies. Put a family photo in it. Ask AI to make you a watercolor. Print and slide it in. For me, I just use cardboard to hold it all in place. It's super cheap, super easy, super replaceable. If I were looking to sell it, I probably would put a backboard behind it. They make those framing triangles to shoot in to hold it all in place. Now, I left it bare to show off those beautiful saw marks and give it some rustic love. Number 4, my mountains. Yeah, again, rustic charm decor. I think they came out great. Slightly darkened a couple and lightened 1 or 2 with some homemade watered down acrylic dye. And I didn't even use poly. I just left it rough. So, which is your favorite? Are you going to give any of them a whirl? And seriously, I didn't even make a dent in this pile. So I guess I best be looking for some more ideas. As always, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Until the next time.